Let's go, squad. It's game day. It's here. It is here. We got a big one on hand. We look at the sourdough squad already showing up in the chat. Let's go. We got a huge day in front of us, ladies and gentlemen. You know what damn time it is. Welcome. Good to see you guys. I hope you guys are hyped because I'm hyped. I'm still riding that momentum wave from the Chicago Bears. Absolutely hyped. Hopefully, there is going to be some big not I don't want to say improvements, but continued momentum, continued effort, the ability to keep attacking. I think that's the biggest thing that we want to see out of this team today. Obviously, there's a lot of developing situations surrounding the 49ers that are still occurring. We do not know exactly what's going on. Let's go. Get in here. Say what's good in the chat. You know the vibes. Welcome to the chat. Come on in. Let's go. We see everybody. We see you in Stockton. We see you, Stockton. Let's go. So, as we know, we the quarterback position for the Arizona Cardinals right now is in flux. Is it Colt McCoy? Is it Kyler Murray? I have it on good authority. Obviously, Jay Glazer has come out and reported. Albert Breer has come out and reported that, maybe Kyler Murray isn't going to play today. He isn't expected to play. The feeling I've got another buddy who is a Cardinals, runs a Cardinals page. He gets good insight. He already is calling him out. He's saying it's definitively out. It hasn't been official yet, but I imagine that's where we're headed. I don't think the Cardinals are going to see DeAndre Hopkins or Kyler Murray again. We'll find out. We see Pennsylvania in this. Let's go. Idaho. Yeah, drop where you're from. You know the vibes. Drop where you're from, where you're watching from. Today's going to be a good day, and like I said, it really appears like there's going to be no Kyler Murray. It really feels like there's going to be no DeAndre Hopkins. AJ Green has already been ruled out. And we know JJ Watt is not in the building, but we got Virginia in the building. We got Maine in the building. We got Dodge City, Kansas in the building, Utah, Las Vegas. You know the vibes. We're all over the place. I saw someone ask, what did they ask? Is there a code for this hat? Thank you for asking. Absolutely. There is a code for the hat, and I will put it up on the screen right here. If you want the beanie, let me get out. You see, I got the whole squad. Of residency hats. You see them. You see the hats. You see the beanie. They're coming out with more heat. They keep dropping more heat. So if you want residency beanie, you want a residency hat, and you want a discount, you know the vibes. You go to residency, use promo code the SF Niners. Trust me, it's a vibe. One of the really cool things that we got going with residency right now. Let's say you're in the Bay and you want to bring your new residency cap to the Monday Night Football game against the Rams. You're going to be there and you want to show out. Well, we have a deal that they are going to expedite shipping on orders using promo code the SF Niners for no charge, free of cost, no additional cost. It's a deal that we've got worked out. So if you guys want to grab one and you want it before Monday Night Football, you're guaranteed to get it. If you use the promo code the SF Niners, they will send it to you and make sure you get it before Monday Night Football. So it's worth it, man. They make quality gear. This beanie is one of my favorite beanies. It's hella soft. It's legit. And they're a great company. They're run by great people, and they're going to do whatever they can to make sure your stuff's right. So this is how you get it. We see everyone dropping in. I'm gonna go back to see who's in here. We got Florida in the building, Illinois, Utah. I'm assuming that's Albuquerque. We see you, Arizona, repping in the the enemy state. Oh, we got the Bronx in the building, Idaho. Let's go. Texas, Utah, Bay Area, always repping. Moving to Idaho next year, though. Okay. Ooh, international. We got Canada in the building. Let's go. Let's go. Okay. So we talked about a little bit. Again, if you want to grab anything residency, you have to order by Monday. I forgot to say that. You have to order by Monday in order to be able to expedite the order for no charge. So that's the rule. You have to order by Monday to get that little incentive there. Um, so as we continue to hop on, again, preview 49ers versus the Cardinals. Um, Everything up until this point is kind of falling in the 49ers. The momentum, again, we talked about momentum a lot throughout the last couple weeks on this channel. We talked about stacking momentum with a convincing win against the Chicago Bears. And again, one of the things that we talked about in previous weeks is that we said the win against the Chicago Bears can't just be a win, like where they calm down and they like it's an ugly game and it's a scrap fest and they just squeak it out at the end. Like it would have been okay. We would have been all right with it, but we really wanted to see them win it in a specific way. And they did that. They won it. And I feel like it galvanized the locker room. They've talked about it time and time again. They look multiple players, whether it's the head coach, guys like Joe Staley, other guys in the locker room. That one play, the rugby scrum play, where Elijah Mitchell dives into the end zone, the entire offensive line is pushing and pushing them into the end zone. They've all talked about that play as a launching point for like just changing the entire vibe of the team, because that's what has been missing, that effort by all 11 at the same time pushing and driving, and is so emblematic of the struggles that they've had up until this point and how it can change and go into the right direction. So the Chicago win, they won it exactly how they needed to win it. Jimmy Garoppolo, his back was against the wall. Kyle Shanahan has talked about this on multiple occasions. Again, you've heard the rumors out there about what was going on in the game, but Kyle Shanahan has talked about Jimmy's back being against the wall and him stepping up to the plate. Everyone stepped up when they needed to. Now, was it perfect? It wasn't, no, but the energy was there, the effort was there. Brandon Aiyuk was blocking, Juice was blocking, Warner was blocking, everyone was blocking. It was absolutely beautiful. Let's go. Let's go. We see you, T.O. T.O. Also, too, if you buy the hat and you want a shout out, you buy the hat, you want a shout out, post the order confirmation, tag me in Instagram, and we're showing out. We're showing out love. If you made an order, I'm happy to give you guys some love. Tag me on your Instagram stories, and I'll get those up. We get all kinds of people in those Instagram stories. So you want 49ers to look at your posts, they're going to see it. So we appreciate you guys absolutely rocking with us and doing all this. But back to the football. They won it the right way. And so now they're taking that momentum on top of getting George Kittle, the emotional leader for this team. The emotional leader for this team. George Kittle is back. They have mentioned a snap count, but I also watched an interview from Kyle Shanahan to basically say, yeah, we're going to see how he feels. We're going to put him out there and see how he does. But he basically said, if George Kittle feels good and he's being George Kittle, we're not taking him off the field. So they have been reporting like a snap count. We're going to take it easy. But like Kyle said in his interview with Matt Mayoko on NBC Sports, he basically said, we're going to be careful with George, but if George is feeling good and he's out there rocking, how are we going to take George off the field? So that's exactly how I see it. I'm starting George everywhere in fantasy. Now I understand a lot of fans they want more catches. They want more catches. And I get it. I'm starting him everywhere. Does that translate into more catches? We'll find out. But I'm firing him up. Even with the snap count, I'm firing him up. In all my leagues that I got him. So we're rocking with George Kittle in fantasy. So we'll see what happens. Again, we know he hasn't been the best fantasy performer, but he's been a fantastic football player when he's on the field. Debo Samuel, we have not gotten a official word other than he is expected to play and will play. He is questionable. Same with Elijah Mitchell. Those players are both questionable going into this game, but it's been reported that they will play, and that is from Adam Schefter as well. Again, snap count. I think it's the same thing with all three players. They're going to see how they feel, and they're going to manage them based on how they feel pre-snap. So, yes, CJ Beathard is in. CJ Beathard in, 49ers legend, former third-round pick for the 49ers. He is in for the Jaguars right now. Seems Trevor Lawrence has went down. So in regards to the momentum, again, the 49ers are getting guys back. They're getting guys back. Obviously, D Ford went to IR. D Ford has been a little bit invisible since his kind of week one coming out party and preseason coming out party. Unfortunately, he hasn't really been available. But other than that, like I said, Jeff Wilson comes back. Jeff Wilson comes back. So if Elijah Mitchell does need to be on a snap count, does require some limited snaps, or maybe not being able to play the full load like we've come to anticipate, Jeff Wilson sounds like he will be up and active, and this will be his first game of 2021. And remember, this goes back to OTAs. This guy stood up at his locker and tore his meniscus. Total freak injury. But hopefully Jeff Wilson is good, ready to go. All reports from GM, from the coach, is that Jeff Wilson is in fantastic shape, absolutely fantastic shape, and is ready to rock. The 49ers also elevated Tony Jefferson and Tyrell Adams for this game because we're going to have quote-unquote backups starting at our safety positions. Rookie Talanoa Hufanga, opposite side of him, Tavon Wilson. You go back to if I go back to my notes from training camp and covering training camp before Jaquiski Tart was able to join and take part, Tavon Wilson was running as the one. He was running as the starter across from Jimmy Ward all of training camp. One of my favorite battles of training camp was one-on-ones, Tavon Wilson versus George Kittle. Tavon Wilson gave George Kittle fits, and he was the only one to give them fits. So I'm super excited. DJ wants the site again. I got you, my guy. Any day of the week, I got you. If you want, again, you want the gear here. Promo code. You order by Monday, expedited shipping to ensure you get it by Monday Night Football or before Monday Night Football, of course. And only comes if you use this promo code, though. That's it. Only this promo code. It's a little exclusive thing that we got going. So with Tavon Wilson, I'm okay. Now, he's not a speed demon. He's not this super athletic, rangy safety, but he's hard-nosed. He's physical. And he's going to be a great matchup for a guy like Zach Ertz. Zach Ertz could become one of the main targets for the Arizona Cardinals with no AJ Green, with no DeAndre Hopkins. And again, you got a rookie Rondale Moore, who is a very good player. We saw what he did against the 49ers the first week. But you also have a guy like Christian Kirk, who is a very good wide receiver, in my opinion. And maybe we see Andy Isabella. We'll find out. But I could anticipate Zach Ertz being a big point of emphasis for the Arizona Cardinals. Again, the Arizona Cardinals need to run the ball. They're going to need to probably execute a lot of play action because it is Colt McCoy that will likely get the start over Kyler Murray. So we're going to see. We're going to see how the game plan changes, what they're trying to accomplish and execute. But like I said, I would say Zach Ertz kind of gets elevated a little bit in regards to being maybe one of the number one targets because, like I said, twofold. They're out their number one wide receivers on the outside. And on top of that, we're down our starting safeties. So just looking at the matchup just like that, if I'm the Cardinals, if I'm Cliff Kingsbury, I just traded for Zach Ertz. Zach Ertz has been pretty damn good for them. I'm going down. I'm Zach Ertz. You're my number one today. You're going to be picking on Tavon Austin and Talanoa Hufanga. That's my mindset if I'm coaching against the 49ers. Trying to take advantage of those matchups. Also, in regards to Rondale Moore, Christian Kirk, trying to take advantage of those matchups because we understand we got Josh Norman on the outside. Dre Kirkpatrick has been playing. K1 in the slot. Those guys are shifty, very, very good athletes. So although it is a drop off, you do lose AJ Green, you do lose DeAndre Hopkins. They still have quality wide receivers on that roster. So we'll see what happens. Again, we are down cornerback. Our entire secondary guys are backups. Our entire secondary is backups. Pretty wild to think about when you go back to the offseason and what we thought they were going to be and where they are now. The entire like whether we have faith in them or not, it's just the simple matter of the fact that our entire secondary are not first stringers, at least starting the year. And then we understand things change, things evolve, people get better, all that stuff. I was actually thinking about this the other night. This probably has nothing to do with what I'm thinking about, but Clinton Dix, we added him in training camp. He decided to opt out from signing with the 49ers practice squad and signed with someone else's practice squad, which is probably the dumbest move for him personally because he would be playing. Clinton Dix, if he just signed to the 49ers practice squad, he damn near would have been up for almost every single game. So I know this comment probably has nothing to do with Clinton Dix, but I was thinking about this last night and just thinking about how we are hurt in the secondary right now. And if that guy just signed with the practice squad, he's probably playing NFL games right now, but he decided he didn't want to do that. He wanted to go somewhere else. I think he signed with the Raiders or something like that. I don't even remember. So reinforcements, though, are coming on defense. Azeez Al-Shaair does come back. That's huge news for this team. Jason Aponte has said it on my show last week. He thinks Azeez Al-Shaair is I think it was Jason said that Azeez Al-Shaair is has been the best player on defense this year, maybe outside anyone not named Nick Bosa. And I would have to agree. I think Azeez Al-Shaair has been playing that well. He has really elevated his game. He has the baseline skill set and intangible, and he is built on that. And you're seeing, as a result, him have a fantastic year. So I think that with Fred Warner, Azeez Al-Shaair, we add Charles Omenihu. You kick Eric inside. Charles Omenihu can play edge. He can also play inside. You got guys rotating in: DJ Jones, Kevin Givens, Contavious Street. I don't mind. I like it. I like Eric over the guard. I have always liked Eric over the guard. I don't think Eric Armstead is a true edge. Now, I think he's an great edge in base downs. D'Amico Ryans talked about this. When Eric Armstead is playing edge and base downs, teams don't want to run to his side. So I understand that, but that also doesn't translate into big stats, big numbers. I like the thoughts of okay, hold up here. We might have some news coming in here. Wait. Coming out regarding inactives upcoming. Oh, false. Cam Inman is he's what's the word? Teasing the inactives. So inactives drop in 20 minutes apparently. Who's up for the game and who's not for both teams. Those apparently drop in 20 minutes. So we will have that answer of who's available. The main guys that we're really looking for: Kyler Murray, DeAndre Hopkins, and who's up for the 49ers running backs, and Deebo Samuel, of course. Those are the key things that we're going to be looking for from those positions: who's available, who's not. So Cam Inman just dropped that, said that should be released in about 20 minutes. So we'll see what happens there. Oh, wow. What a pick by Cameron Dantzler. Holy crap. What a pick. I don't know if you guys are watching Red Zone in the background. Cameron Dantzler with a phenomenal pick. Absolutely beautiful. Two squirrels back to back. So kind of getting back to what I was talking about. Um, the 49ers, I think, have been able to replenish that D line as best they can. Obviously, Zach Kerr got waived. Someone that we actually thought would be kind of a DJ Jones type for us, but unfortunately just wasn't able to be stout enough on that interior like we needed. Oh my gosh, Gesicki with a crazy catch. Um, so overall, I think the defense is in a good spot. Again, getting Aziz Al-Shaair back is huge. Adding Charles Omenihu. Again, we don't know exactly what Charles is going to be, what his role is going to be, how much he's going to play. But the fact of the matter is he has more pressures than Nick Bosa this season. So hopefully we'll get some of that on the opposite side. Again, D4 is out. He's on an IR. He's likely let's go. Let's go, bro. I'm telling you, this beanie is legit. I'm a beanie connoisseur. This beanie's comfortable as all hell. It's not one of those janky ones. Like, this thing is comfortable as hell. We see you, bro. We see you. Again, if you are making any orders, and tag me on Instagram, the SF Niners, tag me on Instagram in your story, and we're reposting all of them. Very good material. It's very good material. It's a quality beanie. My head is feeling very comfortable right now. Romero says, I think Omenihu will make a big impact. I think he will too. Again, you just look at the sheer measurables of Omenihu. Again, I think facts. Facts. I think Cam Edmond posted a video of them doing D-line drills. He's wearing number 59. Um, he looks the part. He looks the part. I was looking at him again. You guys know I scout. You guys know I scout measurables. I scout intangibles, all those kinds of things. He passed the eye test 100%. Charles Omenihu passes the eye test with flying colors. He looks like a freak. So I'm excited to have him. Again, the reason why I'm super excited to have Charles Omenihu is because he can play outside and inside. I think he's a force rushing the passer over the guard. Again, former guard. When you take those like athletic guys that typically play on the edge and you shift them down, that becomes a mismatch. And I don't think a lot of people, like a guy like Eric Armstead, you put him out on the edge against really good tackles. Yeah, like he's okay out there in space. He's good at setting the edge when he plays his gap responsibilities. He's strong. He knows how to shed blocks and do all those kinds of things, but he might not necessarily have the crazy speed off the edge, right? The crazy hit the edge and like do all that kind of stuff. But when you shift those guys over the guard, it's instantly a huge mismatch. So that's what I kind of like. I like the fact that we have a guy like Charles Omenihu, Eric Armstead, kind of built the same, and you can just rotate them. One guy could play the edge, the other guy plays on 3-tech, and you can just kind of swap them back and forth. So I like the prospects. I think it was a phenomenal trade. They gave up nothing to get him. Huge trade. Absolutely love it. Okay. I didn't know. I didn't know. Junior. I almost said junior. I didn't know. We see you, Don Burr. You guys can't lose today, so that's good. That's good. That's good for you. It's a relaxing day for Don. Don gets to kind of kick back and just chill. Maybe Don Burr finds OBJ on his roster coming up here on Monday or Tuesday, that is. So it looks like we're getting some video right now. Jeff Wilson is back on the field. Looks like he's just a vibe right now. He's happy to be back. He's out in the middle. He's on the logo right now. Just chilling. Just vibing. Super happy for Jeff Wilson to get him back. I think he could be a big contributor today. Again, if he's healthy and they plan to use him, Jeff Wilson is a good running back. So it's good to get Jefe back. El Jefe is back for the 49ers. Absolutely love to see it. So let's see. What else do we got? Here? So I think the defense matches up well with the Cardinals offense. Again, they're probably going to be down Kyler Murray. They're already out AJ Green. DeAndre Hopkins is already being reported as out as well. That's probably going to hit. They're definitely waiting for the official report to drop. But I don't think Kyler Murray or DeAndre Hopkins is going to play. So again, it's going to be a lot of emphasis on defense, 49ers defense versus Cardinals offense, how it's going to operate with Colt McCoy. What does it look like? How different is it? What are they going to do from a defensive scheme and standpoint? Hopefully they get after him. Would love to see that. Aziz is playing today. He is not on the injury report. So Aziz Al-Shaair, he is starting. He is going to be your starting Sam linebacker today. So we absolutely love it. And I don't mind. I don't mind either. I'm starting Elijah Mitchell in all the leagues that I have him. But I do anticipate him being more of a rotation because what's been clear is that it's been Elijah Mitchell on base downs, JaMychal Hasty as the third down change of pace back. That has been clear as day. Trey Sermon, do not expect a single thing from Trey Sermon. Trey Sermon will likely be inactive. So we'll see. That's my anticipation of it all. Oh, what a terrible pick, Tyrod. What are we doing? I do know that Diamador Lenore had his baby. I don't know if he will be playing. I don't anticipate he will. He's been out for a while. So I imagine if they were going to put him on the inactive list anyways, they just said, hey, so this is hilarious. Diamador Lenore posted on Twitter the weight of his baby, 10 pounds, 8 ounces, which is a big baby, right? What was my firstborn? I think my firstborn was 9 pounds, 13 ounces. So was he? It might have been 10 pounds. My first was a big, gargantuan baby. He was a big boy. But Diamador Lenore tweeted out, "Don't worry, we're playing DB. He about to cut the body fat." Love it because everyone's commenting on how big Diamador Lenore's baby is. So I don't know if Diamador Lenore is playing. Like I said, he might have been inactive anyways. So just keep him on the just let him stay at home if he was going to be inactive anyways. So not expecting much out of Diamador Lenore today. Seems pretty clear that they want the veterans in there. Which makes sense. I get it. Playing cornerback is really hard, especially if maybe you're a little bit inexperienced. So it's okay. Wilson is playing today. They have been showing. If you want to go look, Matt Mayoko posted on Twitter. Jeff Wilson warming up, gearing up for to suit up today. We should be hearing the next couple minutes who is inactive and who is not inactive. But we'll see. So we did a lot earlier just now. We focused a lot on the Cardinals offense versus the 49ers defense. Let's flip it. 49ers offense versus Cardinals defense. Obviously, the Cardinals are going to be without J.J. Watt. That's a huge loss for them. Now, J.J. Watt wasn't, he's not the MVP guy that he was a couple years ago, But when he played us, he was still dominant, and he was dominant because of his mind, being able to affect situations based on whether it was a run, whether it was a pass, and just knowing, just being smart. And that's what veterans bring. That's why you like veterans, is because they know how to manipulate things, and they know how to tell. Like JJ Watt can look at Daniel Brunskill and Mike McGlinchey and be like, oh yeah, you guys are down blocking me to the right. He just knows. That's tape study. It's being a veteran. It's doing all those kinds of things. So JJ Watt, being the cerebral guy that he is, the guy that has tons of technique, he knows how to counter. He knows how to use offensive linemen's leverage against them. So him not being in is going to be huge for that O-line, because he gave our guys some fits. And again, rightfully so. Rightfully so. Hey, we see you guys grinding out for those likes. Good looking sourdough squad. Um, we know that JJ Watt was affecting the interior of, not just, he wasn't just affecting the 49ers. He affected every team that he played against this year. So I personally think that's going to be a huge loss, because again, guys like Brunskill, guys like McGlinchey, guys like Tomlinson, guys like Mack, it's a lot easier to get to the second level when you don't have a guy like JJ Watt. So now that there's a little bit of level of stress that's just dropped a little bit. So that should allow, because I'm gonna go ahead and just go out on a limb. I don't know who's replacing JJ Watt, but I guarantee you he's not JJ Watt. So as an offensive lineman, I'm going into it like, all right, this is great. We don't have to necessarily worry, about this particular player, which helps us flow to backers, helps us flow to safeties, because that's where this team is really strong. As Isaiah Simmons, Buda Baker, they're pretty strong in that regard. So now this helps us get more bodies to the second level, which opens up the run game more. And again, speaking of the run game, George Kittle is back. Absolutely hyped to get George Kittle back. Of course, everyone wants to see the catches, but he does so much for this team in the run game. We literally lost against the Arizona Cardinals because Ross Dwelley was having a terrible day in the office blocking. That's why we lost that game. We had the fourth down stop by Trey Lance on the goal line. If he ran a designed quarterback power, like two plays before that. If George Kittle is in, George Kittle washes out that linebacker, and Trey Lance runs straight in for a touchdown, and we score points on that drive where we did not score any. And it's a small thing, but that was all over the tape. That's the reason why Charlie Warner has started against the Chicago Bears, is because the blocking was not there. So now you get George Kittle back. Now you're going to get these outside zones, inside zones at a high rate. And I'm really excited about that, because George Kittle is really good at blocking ends. He's really good at blocking linebackers, and he's really good at getting to the second level. So George Kittle coming back in, that's good news for the 49ers offense, because that means they're running the football, they're controlling the clock, they're doing all that good stuff. So George Kittle coming back in with the emergence of Charlie Warner, I hope it's going to be the Kittle and Warner show when they're running two tight end sets. Again, if you go back and you watch the tape of the first matchup for 49ers versus Cardinals, we ran a lot of two tight end sets, a lot, even with no George Kittle. It was Warner and Dwelley out there, and we struggled a little bit with that. So hopefully you get Warner and Kittle now, and we're like, oh, now we're cooking with gas. And of course, our offensive line is going to be at full health. Trent Williams, the God, is going to be in there. And we've seen all the time McGlinchey and Kittle dominate people. We've seen Kittle and Trent dominate people when they are working in tandem to the second level. So super excited to get the blocking back. Now I know everyone wants to see the catches. Everyone wants a George Kittle touchdown. Hopefully we get that today. Hopefully we get the George Kittle in the pass game, the same George Kittle that we get in the blocking game. Um, Either way, if George Kittle was giving us George Kittle in the run game as a blocker, this team is going places. This team is going places. I know a lot. It doesn't help your fantasy team, but it helps our team. And that's exactly what we need because we run so much outside zone, you guys. We run so much outside zone. We run so many pitches. You have to have a tight end that can block. So that's why it's so imperative to have that in our offense. Um, let's see. We're gonna find out about Debo, but Brandon Aiyuk, guys, this could be the Brandon I B says it right here. This could be it. This could be the breakout Brandon Aiyuk game again. Debo Samuel could be a little hampered here. I'm updating my feed for who's active, who's not active. I'm waiting. I'm waiting, guys. I'm waiting for that thing to drop. Um, but this could be the game. This could be the game where Brandon Ayuk just this is it. Because we've know Kyle Shanahan's talked about this 2 weeks in a row. They talked about him having a really good week of practice because so this is what I've come to understand. I've watched enough interviews of John Lynch and Kyle Shanahan and Brandon Ayuk to understand that they had a meeting um, over the bye week. And so this is how it played out. And they talked about this. John Lynch had to be there in that meeting. It was John Lynch, Kyle Shanahan, and Brandon Ayuk. John Lynch had to be the mediator. So essentially, how they've talked about that meeting was John Lynch was in the room to allow Kyle Shanahan and Brandon Ayuk to have an honest conversation with their issues, like an open floor. It was basically like a therapy session with like a marriage counselor. They get into a room, they have a mediary, they air out their grievances, and then the mediary helps them see the different perspectives and figure everything out. That happened over the bye week, and they've referenced it multiple times since then of how impactful that conversation was and how it's changed Brandon Ayuk because Ayuk was able to finally realize, at least this is what Ayuk was saying, he was finally able to realize why Kyle's been so pissed off at him. So they were able to come together to clear that air. And now everyone's on the same page, at least from what I keep hearing. Kyle Shanahan thought Brandon Ayuk was on track to have a huge game against the Colts. Obviously, we know what happened against the Colts. Just wasn't it was raining. It was all that kind of crap. And so then he went on to say, I also thought he was going to have a monster game against the Chicago Bears. Now he had a modest game from a stats perspective, but he said that was the best, by far the best game Brandon has played all year. The blocking, he made so many crucial blocking plays that opened up. Kyle Shanahan talked about it. If Ayuk doesn't block, Debo doesn't almost score on that like 83-yard screen. If Brandon didn't block here, this play didn't get a first down. If Brandon didn't block, so Kyle's, from everything that I've heard from Kyle, I've been watching this in succession, obviously since the start of the year, but everything is flipped in regards to the human element. And we knew that was the issue. We knew from day one when they were splitting reps against Detroit, oh, it's the hamstring issue. Oh, it's just a slow ramp up. No, if you know football, you understand that the human element was a huge, huge impact there. And as a result, it's been kind of up and down, but they were able to correct it. They came together, they communicated, they got on the same page. And now I think we are finally going to see the Brandon Ayuk that we've wanted to see. This could be his breakout party. This could be the day where we see 8 catches, 125 yards, a touchdown, maybe 2. Who knows? But this could be the day. This could be it. I'm not going to go out and make any grandiose predictions or anything, but the vibe tells me that Brandon Ayuk could be in line for a big, big day because all that crap that was in the way, it feels like it's been filtered and flushed. And now they're playing ball. And that's what we want to see. That's what we want to hear. And again, it's been on Brandon Ayuk has said this. Kyle Shanahan has said this, and John Lynch has said this. All three of them have reiterated the same message, the same vibe. Brandon Aiyuk understands, Kyle understands, John understands. I think we fixed the issue. So now let's see that manifest and translate into production on the field. That's the next step. And today might be the day that we see Brandon Aiyuk go absolutely nuts. Um, that's what I'm hoping for, at least. Um, like I said, whoever's running behind this offensive line, George Kittle, Charlie Warner, I expect them to have a day. I expect them to have a day. We're still trying to wait to see what the status is of Deebo Samuel, if he is confirmed playing or not, and what his status is. Seems to be a little bit up in the air, but excuse me, I'm getting all hyped. I'm making myself burp. Um, so I think one of the things that we've talked about with the offense right now is that we've seen how they matched up against this defense with the Cardinals. It was the reason why the 49ers did not win against the Cardinals the first time around was because of the 49ers. It was because of the 49ers. They did not play their game. They missed a lot of blocks. They missed a lot of opportunities. It was just a game they should have won if they were to execute their style. They did not do that. So the hope is we see that continued momentum that was built in Chicago carry over to a home win against the Cardinals. Absolutely, absolutely need that, want that. George Kittle is currently back on the field. Jennifer Lee Chan is showing them all warm up right now. He's out there. He's getting loose. So basically, right now, with where we're at on the timeline, all the players are in their pre-warm up. So they come out onto the field in their sweats and their jackets. It's just kind of they're just vibing. What typically Trent Williams does at this time, he does a lap around the stadium by himself. He just walks. Um, Looking very, very intimidating because he's Trent Williams and just is a monster. And but I love it. Every time I've gone to a game this year, that's exactly what he's done during this period. He just goes on a journey around the entire field by himself, listening to music and just getting ready to vibe. So that's what they're doing right now. So again, that leads us to the quarterback position. Um, the quarterback position right now has been inconsistent, and it has. Even against the Chicago Bears, we saw good Jimmy, we saw bad Jimmy. So hopefully, again, what's going to propel this team in a good direction is we see more good Jimmy than bad Jimmy today. We see him taking care of the football, being confident, and this is the biggest correlation with good Jimmy and bad Jimmy. When Jimmy is confident, he plays well. His play is directly correlated to his confidence level. And unfortunately, his confidence level is in the inconsistent part about him is if he makes a mistake sometimes he kind of compounds mistakes and kind of goes down this rabbit hole of making more mistakes. Mistakes are going to happen in this game. It's a game of football. It's about who can make the least amount of mistakes. So what we want to see from Jimmy Garoppolo is the mistakes when they are made, again, they're going to happen. They're going to happen across every position. That's fine. But when they do happen, short-term memory, bounce back, forget it, move on to the next play, keep wheeling and dealing, keep the confidence up, allow this offensive line to block for him, find your reads, hit it with timing. If Jimmy Garoppolo is doing that, then we're in a good spot. We're absolutely in a good spot. So that's my biggest key for Jimmy Garoppolo to help push this team towards a victory. We got to get a good Jimmy today. Again, it's fitting what we want to do because we want to run the ball. We want to run the football. So that's what we want to do. Like I said, getting George, getting some of the emergence of Warner, them missing JJ. It's going to fit into at least theoretically on paper what they want to do, which is run the football. So we continue to run the football. We want to see that play action from Kyle Shanahan. We again, you don't have to set up the run to run play action. You can literally just run play action in no matter what scenario, because the offensive line is still showing run. They're still showing all the run action. So they're still going to bite on the run. They still have to be cognizant of the run, no matter what, because they know that's what we want to do. You don't have to set up the run to run play action. I want to see more play action. I want to see more of the Zorro plays. So when you see the tight end go man on the end, you see Juice come and pull and block, and they go to second level. That particular play that we saw a lot of, that's called Zorro. They either run Zorro to the left, so 19 Zorro is to the left, 18 Zorro is to the right. That was the play that they ran a ton against the Chicago Bears. Again, that's the Juice highlights, the Juice pancakes, the Warner pancakes. It's called Zorro. That's the concept. And 19 is left, 18 is right. Same thing with inside zone. Inside zone is 14 to the right. To the left, it is 13. So that's typically how they communicate to the offensive line, the guys blocking up front. Obviously, there's a ton of other words that come along with it. But that is essentially that concept that they were very successful with. Would love to see more of that, more outside zone, more inside zone, take advantage, get to the second level, block, 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 block. So super excited about that. And again, of course, as always, going to need good game management out of Kyle Shanahan, putting them in position to make the right plays, the good plays, taking advantage of the defense and everything working together. I feel good, guys. So now I want to ask you, drop it in the chat. Drop it in the chat. How are you guys feeling? What's the vibe? What's the energy? Do we think we're going to get a win today? Do we think this team is going to take that next step in this playoff hunt? Get a victory. Here we go. Here we go, boys and girls. Kyler Murray, breaking news. Kyler Murray and DeAndre Hopkins are officially out. They are out. Let's go, guys. Let's go. We sensed it. We've kind of felt it coming, but we needed it. Let's freaking go. Let's go. They are not playing. They are not playing. Let's go. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, guys. Uh-oh. All right. Let me get this post out. Oh, and on top of that, Deebo Samuel, Elijah Mitchell, Jeff Wilson, George Kittle are all active. Let's go. Woo! Let's go, guys. Let's go. Are you guys hyped about that? Are you guys hyped or what? Cardinals quarterback Kyler Murray is officially out. Wait, hold on. Kyler Murray and DeAndre Hopkins. Hopkins are officially out against the 49ers. Boom. Let's go. Cardinals, Kyler Murray, and wide receiver DeAndre Hopkins are officially out against the 49ers. Ooh. Ooh. That's that spicy habanero right there. That's that spicy habanero bread. Oh, boy. That's that spicy habanero. Let's go. Let's drop it. We're going to drop it on the timeline. Cardinals quarterback Kyler Murray are officially out against the 49ers. Okay, guys. That's it. That's it. Inactives for the 49ers, Aaron Banks, Travis Benjamin, Maurice Hurst, Diamador Lenore. Oh, interesting. Interesting. Charles Omenihu is not active. We talked about how he might be a good piece to get in there. Charles Omenihu is inactive today. Trey Sermon, inactive. Kind of knew that. Uh, and defensive back Jimmy Ward is inactive. So for me, the biggest surprise is actually Charles Omenihu. I thought he would have got some snaps, even if um, he's only been here for a week. Again, but it is what it is. Makes sense. Maybe he's not up to speed yet. But this is big, guys. This is big for us. This is really, really big for us because that changes a huge dynamic of this game. All right, getting my final posts out. Let's break it down really quickly, and then we're going to shut this down and get ready for the game. All right. Let me get this out here too. Boom. Post. All right. All right. How we feeling? How we feeling? Let me just recap again. Sorry, I've been posting. So let me recap. 49ers inactives: Jimmy Ward, Maurice Hurst, Travis Benjamin, Trey Sermon, Diamador Lenore, and Charles Omenihu. Cardinals inactives, looking for that right now. Obviously, Kyler Murray, and no DeAndre Hopkins. Trying to find the rest. Kevin Peterson, cornerback, I believe. Jonathan Ward, who I believe is a linebacker. Don't quote me. And James Wiggins are inactive. So obviously, and AJ Green has already been listed as in or out. JJ Watt has already been listed as out. So Elijah Mitchell, Jeff Wilson, JaMychal Hasty, they get the nod over Trey Sermon. So there it is, guys. There it is. There it is. It's almost that time, and we need this win. We don't care. I said this last week. And it would have been the same rallying cry if Kyler Murray was playing, if DeAndre Hopkins was playing. Same rallying cry. I don't care. I don't care who lines up across from this team. The 49ers need to go into this mentality that it's them versus them. It's not them versus the Cardinals. Whether Kyler was there or not, it's them versus them because the 49ers have been their own worst enemy through the first 7 weeks that they've played, or 6 weeks that they've played. They have been their biggest rival. They have been their biggest opponent themselves. So I don't care who's on the other side, who's there or who's not there, because at the end of the day, the same vibe is still the same. It's up to this team right now to play their style of ball and play their game. Who cares? Who cares who is on the other side? Because we understand that if this team does what they need to do and execute to where they need to execute, coaching, players, everything, they win. That's it. They win. So that's what we need. We need them to play their style of football. We need them to be efficient. We need to be on point, execute again 60 minutes from the first whistle to the second to the last whistle, nonstop execution, striving for greatness, striving for perfection. Again, if you do that, you don't have to worry about who's on the other side. You don't. You don't. When your team is good and they have talent and they are capable, you don't have to worry about who's on the other side. Of course, they're going to game plan, they're going to scout, they're going to do all those things. But when you know what you need to do and you just do it, it doesn't matter. One of my favorite things to do as an offensive lineman when I was playing was come up to the offensive line or come up to the line of scrimmage. I got a defender standing right in front of me. And I said, "What's up, bro? I'm reaching you to the right." I said, "I'm reaching you to the right. All right, you ready?" And when you have that level of elite confidence when you're playing in your play style, you can literally come up to the line and tell the guy, "Hey, I'm doing this. Can you stop me? I'm about to reach block you. Can you stop me?" And they can't. You it's a different level of execution. It's a different level of confidence, and that's the type of confidence that I want to see from this group. I don't care who's on the other side. They could tell them what they are doing. That's what I want to see. I want to see this. It's us versus us. We don't care about the Cardinals because we know that if we play our game, we execute, we do what we got to do, we win. It doesn't matter. So that's what I want to see. So I'm hyped, guys. I'm hyped. I agree. The energy, the football gods are in our favor. The football gods are in our favor right now. Let's keep this energy vibing. Let's keep this energy vibing. We got kickoff at 1. So, guys, this is how we're going to do it today. If you want to stay locked in on this channel, I will be back at 1. I will be back at 1 to start our pregame, basically our live reaction show. So I'll be up from the start of the game all the way till the end. We'll do a halftime breakdown report like we always do. So that starts at 1. We will then transfer to the post game live reaction live. It's just basically a swap to a resetting a live. So that's how we're going to work it. So if you guys do want to get back and you want to vibe with us again, we're not showing the game. We're not doing any of that. It's basically a game chat. We're going to be reacting live. We're going to be watching live. Sourdough Squad, be one of the littest groups on YouTube. So you want to come kick it with us and just vibe. That's what we do. That's what we do. We just vibe. We watch the game. We break it down live. We talk about things. We're just hanging out. We're just hanging out. So come vibe with us. That starts at 1. Like I said, we're going to reset for a post-game show right after that. The game's over. I'm hyped, guys. I'm absolutely damn hyped. Let's go. Debo is playing. Everyone's playing. That, again, we're good. I'm not worried about Charles Omenihu not playing. I'm not worried about Trey Sermon. I'm not worried about Aaron Banks. I'm worried about the guys that we got going today, and we're hyped. We got the guys that we need to go today, and that's exactly what needs to happen today. You play whoever comes out and lines up in front of you. I don't care. Again, I don't care. We're not going to use, no Kyler, no, I don't care. We play whoever shows up. We play whoever steps out onto that field. I do not care about who's on the other side. So today's going to be a good day. We're going to have the vibes up. Again, be on the lookout. Join us at 1 p.m. We'll be back. And again, too, if you haven't already, you know the vibe. Get your residency gear, man. Get your residency gear. Just get it. Get it now. Because like I said, we have a special thing going with residency right now. You use the SF Niners promo code. Not only do you get a discount on your order, but you'll also get the expedited shipping to make sure that your order gets here before Monday Night Football so you can flex your gear, do all that kind of stuff. So if you want the hat or the beanie, again, fire beanie. We got all the hats back here. You see all the hats. Quality. This brand is quality. I'm telling you. I'm not front. I don't promote things that I don't like or I don't believe in. So these guys are for real. Like I said, get your gear. If you want it before Monday Night Football, you got to order by tomorrow using this promo code. Only this promo code gets the free expedited shipping to ensure that you get your order before next Monday Night Football against the Rams. So hey, it's a good time, man. It's a good time. Oh, they already sold out the beanie. They had it in stock earlier. They had it in stock before I went on this live. I mean, like I said, this gear goes fast, man. This gear goes fast. People want this stuff. So we see you. We see you. Let's go. The whole squad rocking residency. You guys know, you've seen all the players wearing it. That they vibe with this brand. So apparently it wasn't sold out before, but we've been promoting it heavy. It's gone now. But I'll ask when they'll be back. And I'll come in and let you guys know about that because we work pretty closely together. So I'll let you know when the beanies are back in stock. I'll do a shout out. Hell, might even do a giveaway. So keep an eye out too for residency giveaways. We're definitely going to be giving away a bunch of gear, bunch of hats, all kinds of stuff. Um, all that good stuff. All right. So you know the vibes. We will be back at 1 p.m. today for the live watch party. It's going to be fun. Hope to see you guys all there to vibe with us. Remember too, oh, the promo code's here to stay. The promo code's here to stay. Again, it's right now it's specifically triggered for expedited shipping because we want to get the fans their gear before Monday Night Football at Levi Stadium. So because we want the fans to rock the gear. So this promo code's good for however, we're not shutting it down anytime soon. So if you want to wait a little while, you're good. But like I said, we have a little kicker built in that if you use this promo code, you get the discount, but you also get the expedited shipping to ensure that it arrives before Rams 49ers on Monday. So again, remember if you come join us on the other stream as well, when you hop in there, like that thing, subscribe, do it all. We want to get this thing up into that algorithm. I appreciate all you guys. We're doing numbers already. All 140 of you guys who've been rocking with me. Super excited about this game. I got a good feeling. Again, that can change quickly, but I've got a good vibe right now. I hope you guys too. Again, no Kyler Murray, no DeAndre Hopkins, no AJ Green, no JJ Watt. The 49ers are at home. They need a home win. It's got to happen. We got to have it today. We got to have it today. It's got to happen. Let's go. Man, we'll keep if you want anything, let me know. I'll try and go back and talk to the guys. They have a special way of doing some stuff. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. But again, be on the lookout. Come join us at 1 p.m. In about 45 minutes. I'll be back on and we're going to be getting ready for game time. So absolutely, you guys hop in there, hit that like, let's get this thing up and let's vibe. You guys do whatever you need to do to get ready. Grab a drink, grab whatever. No judgment here. Do whatever you need to do to get your vibe even better. And we'll come in and we'll have a good time. 49ers versus Arizona Cardinals kicks off at 1:25. Again, we'll be on the channel at 1 to get this thing going. I'm hyped, guys. Let's get it. Let's get it. Smash that like, smash that sub button, and let's get this dub. Let's go. I'll see you guys